following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona, this is Brother Mike. I'm back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. You are about to listen to the nastiest Christian radio broadcast in the country. You're going to get the truth and old truth and nothing but the truth, and we don't care who likes it. Today's Bible study, Krazy KatKerr. Folks, something's got to be done about this. Something's got to be done. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on? Brother Mike back with another unusual broadcast. I'll make some announcements while you make that call. This is Brother Mike back on the radio. I am a professional counselor, have been for 39 years. I am at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're in downtown, 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne. It's a red brick building. We have 2 services every week that are live, 7 p.m. Thursday and Friday nights, broadcast live on our YouTube streaming channel at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. If you go to the website, you can sign up for one of our free seminars. You can sign up for my free Deliverance and Healing Training class that I hold every month, the 4th Saturday of every month at noon. You can send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com, and get a copy of the Miracle List. The Miracle List is a step-by-step guide for you to be healed and delivered. You follow it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It's free. Send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. Don't forget about the Zoom deliverance services for men and women. Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock. That is also on the website. Don't forget about the PayPal button. Send in another donation. Thank you for all the help you've given us over the years. Our children's deliverance service, preteens, is in February of 2022. Sister Karen is still on the homepage of the website. She'll be happy to list your house for sale. Thank you for all the kind referrals you have sent her. Krazy KatKerr, here we go. The prophetic movement in the United States is an extremely dangerous movement, even though it has a number of quality and good quality things about it. Lots of good people in the movement, lots of legitimately anointed people, lots of legitimately good, born-again, spirit-filled saints of God. But unfortunately, the movement is massively infected with familiar spirits and kundalini spirits, and it is extremely dangerous. The top prophet in the movement now used to be, as you know, Todd Bentley, but he has massively fallen into, obviously, demons of lust. He's been shoved aside, fortunately, by the prophetic movement. KatKerr has now taken over as the top prophet. She has pink hair. You've probably seen her on YouTube. There's a lot of them on there. And there's major problems. There's major problems with the prophetic movement. And here's the problem. It's scriptural. Deuteronomy 18. When a prophet speaks in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not or does not come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord has not spoken. The prophet has spoken them presumptuously. You will not be afraid of him. Deuteronomy 13, if there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and he gives a sign or a wonder, the sign or wonder comes to pass. Did you hear that? If the sign or wonder comes to pass, these false prophets have supernatural powers given to them by familiar spirits, and they think it's God. Deuteronomy 13, that he spoke to you, and it came to pass, saying, let us go after other gods, which you have not known, and let us serve them. You shall not hearken to the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proves you, he tests you, to know whether you love him, or whether you love him with all your heart and with all your soul. What am I talking about here? You cannot give prophecies and have them fail and not have familiar spirits. If you gave a prophecy and it failed, that person has familiar spirits. Listen to me carefully. That is the law. That is the rule. If you said, thus saith the Lord, and it did not come to pass, you are loaded with familiar spirits. Okay? KatKerr, as you know, spoke boldly in the name of the Lord, saying that Trump was going to win another term, and then Mike Pence was going to win 2 terms as president after Trump. None of that came to pass. Okay, KatKerr is loaded with familiar spirits. Okay, she's done it again. She's seen visions. Okay, she's seen visions of hell. She saw people in hell being tormented by Satan for wearing jeans and makeup. That was one of her prophecies. Now she said that God implants a person in the mother's womb, that they pre-existed their conception. She explained all this on the Elijah List interview of the CEO Steve Schultz. The Elijah List is a list like Sid Roth's TV show. It is loaded with familiar spirits, and it is loaded with false prophetic doctrines. Here's what KatKerr said on Elijah List broadcasts. Quote, "I can just share from my own experiences that I do remember sitting in the hand of the Father and Him telling me what my life would be like on earth or why He was sending me. I didn't see any of my family members in any of this that He showed me. I saw myself on earth doing things for Him, and how important it would be that I would be willing to do these things for Him. He did not at any point say, you have to do this or that, or I'm commanding you to do this. But this is what I've chosen for you. And I do know He does teach each one of us before He sends us. I think that memory is then taken from us." Okay? She goes on to say, yes, God does tell you, He shows you some of what you will be doing on earth, how important it will be for Him, and that He does send people for many different reasons, but He has a reason to send everyone. That is why He gets angry when babies don't make it. God assured me in 2015 that Donald Trump would sit in the White House for 8 years. And God assured me that when He walked that into my room at noon, almost noon, 11:55 a.m., she said, God walked into her bedroom. He yelled as loud as He possibly could, justice will prevail. Now listen, that is obviously a familiar spirit prophecy. That is not real. That did not happen by the Holy Spirit. It happened by demons. It happened through demons. Psalms 139, listen to me carefully, and Isaiah 44 specifically says, you and I do not exist until the moment of conception in the mother's womb, okay? It's a birthing person, right? No, it is not. That is a lie. All the woke information, all of it, 1619 Project, critical race theory, wokeism, all of it is a doorway to the gates of hell. It's all fake. It's all phony. It's not real. It's all lies. Psalms 139 and Isaiah 44 specifically says that you became known to God after your conception. You did not exist in heaven. Okay, you're not a Jehovah's Witness, are you? You're not a Mormon. You don't believe in pre-existence. You do not believe in reincarnation. Those are unscriptural doctrines. Those are lies. Okay, Scientology is a lie. You did not exist before you were born. There are no aliens out there. It is not true. The Scientologists are lying. The Mormons are lying. The Jehovah's Witnesses are lying. And these prophetic prophets are lying. But they don't know it. They're being deceived. Many of them were very good people. No question about it. Sid Roth is completely deceived. And he's a good person. Everybody that I've talked to that's met the guy, they think he's great. I'm sure he is great. Probably a great person. Wonderful person. Wonderful people. Intelligent people. God-fearing Christians can be deceived, and the prophetic movement is built on deception. That was proved in Lakeland when all the major prophets, every one of them were there, I believe, other than Patricia King. Patricia King wasn't there, but all the other ones were there, from California, from East and West Coast. They were all there. Wagner was there, who supposedly was leading the deliverance movement in the prophetic movement. Okay, now that's an oxymoron, basically. They all appointed Todd Bentley the chief apostle of the movement. A few weeks later, he ran off with his ministry assistant, left his wife and 3 kids. Okay? Todd Bentley is loaded with familiar spirits, 100%. He has given numerous false prophecies. He has numerous false angel sightings and everything else. Trips to heaven, trip to hell, everything. He's gone everywhere in the spirit world. It's all familiar spirit-based trips. It's all familiar spirit-based trips. When Trump lost the election, 40 charismatic leaders from the prophetic movement predicted Trump would be restored into office, and he would win the re-election. They were all wrong. Kenneth Copeland, on his TV show, Flashpoint, all these ministers predicted Trump will be restored and put back into office. He's going to be restored and put back into office. Pat Robertson and all the other ones, Denise Goulet, KatKerr, Greg Locke, Mark Taylor, Trebo West, Kevin Zadai, Marcus Rogers, Paula White, Chris Valentin, Kurt Landry, Jeremiah Johnson, all these people made numerous predictions that were false, numerous predictions that were fake. They did not come to pass. I read you the scriptures. I gave you the reference for the scriptures. If you issue a word from God and you say, "Thus saith the Lord," and that does not come to pass, you are a person infected with demons. One of the worst cases of it, Paula White, she's in her mid-50s now, in Florida. She was having nightly prayer meetings at the City of Destiny Church to declare Trump victory. This was after he had lost. And it was on a video. Right Wing Watch had a video of it. She was chanting on the video, half in English, half in tongues. She was calling in angels from Africa and South America to restore Trump into office. Now listen, folks. If you have religious delusions and you have religiosity and you have had words from God that were not true, weren't accurate, and did not come true, or you tried to predict something that was wrong, you are infected with familiar spirits. You can be delivered, and you need to go through deliverance. Who can help you? You're listening to the person who can help you. I have cast these demons out of hundreds of prophetic Christians. Hundreds of them have come to me for deliverance and been set free. 602-636-5800. 602-636-5800. If you've got religious demons, friend, they are going to eventually kill you with a terminal illness. Come get help now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.